Yurt, what's going on, man? It's your boy Recess, back into with another video. Y'all see the vibes, bro. Y'all see me on the grind, bro. Like I said, all day today, putting this up so y'all see where we at together as a community. That I'm grinding. Like I said, my goal is to get 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So just keep liking. Please keep subscribing. Help me run up this channel. I'm posting videos every day. 3, 4, 5, multiple videos a day. I'm on the grind. You know what I'm saying? So what we got, bro? We got Joshua Weissman. I tried every fast food pizza in America. I just finished the last video where I had a chicken Big Mac. And so I'm still eating the chicken Big Mac. This is really good. This chicken Big Mac, I'm not gonna get another one only because I'm on my weight loss journey right now, and that would definitely impede. But if it's still around by the time I get to my goal weight, I might have to say hi to it again. But without further ado, let's get into this video.
Americans spent over $40 billion on fast food pizza. Over half of that $40 billion was spent on just 12 nationally recognized restaurants. The restaurants that we're talking about today aren't just your standard mom and pop. So what is fast food pizza? These restaurants are called QSRs, also known as a quick service restaurant. They're built for speed and scale. Are they really that good to consume that much of the market? It's high time we find a true king. So today we're gonna put all these pizzerias to the test to see which one is the best. Starting with Papa John's. This is their classic cheese. It just smells like, close your eyes. You're at.
Now, Papa John's, hear me out. Papa John's, Mediterranean veggie on thin crust. Thank me later.
Cheese right now.
Smell the ball pit right now.
Now that we're at our first stop, let me explain some rules. To keep things fair, we're eating 2 pizzas at every stop. A baseline crust with cheese and whatever their most classic pizza is. We're then going to rate them on the classic internet tier list according to the best experience we had overall. So may the best pizzeria.
I should stream and
Cheers.
do a pizza.
Surprising that there's a crunch in that, but not much.
Solid start, not so solid, but just a start.
This is their pizza with the works. We flipped this one over because it fell apart when we were trying to take B-roll of it.
Sometimes when there's too much ingredients, even though they're better ingredients, better pizza, that happens.
These are not better ingredients. These are the same average ingredients you get at any other goddamn pizza shop. What in here is better? Like the pepperoni? No. The flavor of both of these pizzas is like if a violinist was like, I'm gonna play for an arena, and then they didn't hook their violin up to the goddamn speaker system. What I'm trying to say is the flavor profile of this is pretty low. It doesn't taste bad though. I wanted to clarify that. It tastes good. The pizza sauce isn't too sweet, but the flavor to me is just lacking.
It smells better than it tastes.
I wasn't delighted by this experience. It was a solid flat C.
Yeah, I would go C.
Papa John's, C tier, moving on. We're at Jet's Pizza. I've never been here before, but I do think it's very funny on the boxes that they put so many words. I think they did that because they couldn't decide what the to say, because their slogan is better because it has to be. This better be good pizza, because it has to be. It's a Detroit style pizza, and this is their classic cheese. Here we go.
Weird.
Oh God.
That's hot. I never had that before.
I will say it's good. This is their super special Detroit style pizza. All right, well, see how special it is.
It's
It look good. It look loaded. It look the same thing.
I didn't like that one as much. That tastes like Chuck E. Cheese pizza for some reason.
100%.
The cheese one was like 10 times better than the super special whatever. But that said, cheese quality nice, good amount of chew, they caramelized it nicely. I don't like the sauce. It's a little too ketchup-y of a sauce for me. I feel like if there was a little more flavor in it, I'd be happier, but maybe the cheese one is different because I did really enjoy the cheese. I'll give it a solid B+.
Before I rate this, I heard Jets was known for the ranch.
They
give you a bottle of ranch.
Where was that? And then so you just take this guy and you just, did that amplify?
It did, it did. We're not gonna sauce everything because Papa John's has that garlic sauce that gives me even B.
Why did they give us a whole bottle, and where was this originally?
Smell it.
Jet's Pizza, B tier, moving on. Here we go, we're at Blaze. I will say, visually this pizza does look better. I don't like that there's not much puff in the crust. It feels a little too like commercial pizza, but on a positive note, the cheese looks legit. The toppings aren't falling off like the Papa John's one. The dough's noticeably better. The next one is some sort of barbecue chicken pizza. Cheers.
See, that's the, I don't like how they rate. Now, I might have to do my own rating because I love how the pizza is just so loaded with ingredients that like it's just leaning. Like I love that. That's how you know you got yourself a pizza. Like, they're not real eaters for real. I wouldn't take what these guys are saying with a grain of salt so far.
This would have should have been cooked a little longer. I think the cheese one was cooked great.
I do have some critiques. The flavor is better and more noticeable, but still a little flat. I do appreciate that this has a crisp bottom, just like me. The texture of the dough is a little too chewy. I feel like they could pull back the chewiness by like 10%, but that's just me being a real about it.
Your tongue touches the bottom, which has that nice like roasted taste. So Max, my son, I watched him eat pizza and he always eats it upside down. I thought it was weird, but he has a point. All the toppings are on the top. Your tongue touches the toppings first. I mean, it's a thin crust pizza, but when we're eating it, it reminds me more of a flatbread than an actual pizza. I want it to be an A.
Yeah.
It's not as bready as most QSR pizzas, but it's good. It was a B+.
You know what? I think this is deserving of a solid B tier. Little Caesars, #3 grossing pizza in America, but it certainly didn't help them with this undercooked.
So, Little Caesars used to be really good. Somewhere along the line in 2020, like, it fell off. Like, the $5 large one topping was undefeated, especially because, like, if you know, pizza's not really good until the next day. Like, pizza's the one food, or one of the one foods that will be better the next day. So, like, a lot of that was the appeal. It's like, okay, it's only $5. If I'm, having a good time out with friends, I might not finish all tonight. But that next day, because the next day, you can add your own little pizzazz, your own little seasonings. You might want to crisp it up in the air fryer or whatever may have you. So, like, but recently, Little Caesars has fell off. I don't know how it happened or what happened, but Little Caesars has definitely fell off for sure.
Pizza now did it. $4.4 billion. That's what that got you.
He's mad, everyone. That's just mush.
Yeah, it's just mushy. The dough is not good. Crazy, because the dough is made in a distribution center that they can then make perfect and ship out to all of their individual stores, right? And even then, when they had the opportunity to do so in mass, at scale, with all that money, they f***ed it up. They didn't put enough salt, they didn't put enough sugar. How the f*** do you let that happen?
This is called a 3-meat treat, stuffed crust.
It's all right. It's 100% relying on the saltiness from the bacon. If this didn't have all the bacon, pepperoni, pre-made ingredients that they didn't even make in-house on top to save it, this pizza would be just as bland. But it tastes good with the pepperoni and the bacon, right? That's all you really taste. You're not tasting the pizza. I'm giving it an F.
I was gonna say D+.
We'll just average this out to essentially a very, very low D. Congrats, you stayed off the bottom of the barrel, barely. We're at Hungry Howie's. Supposedly they were the first to invent the flavored crust pizza. First one we're starting with is just regular cheese, no flavor crust. Cheers. It's very focaccia-like, not pizza-like. The dough is undersalted too.
That's why they invented the seasoned crust, because the dough is just bland.
Anticipatory, yeah. Pepperoni pizza with the garlic cheese butter crust. It does look good.
That might
smells
be good.
I like the crust.
Crust was nice.
It's good.
That salty bite I had on the crust was really nice.
Pepperoni's crispy.
That was good.
It actually wasn't crispy.
It looked crispy, but did not have a single crunch.
Yeah. Everything else on this pizza is very mid. I mean, out of all the pizzas we've had so far, the flavored crust is not saving this for me. This is like a C.
It's C.
Moving on. We're adding a bonus pizza, the Costco pizza. It's too important not to include this, okay? They definitely don't win in the grossing department because this is not their main business technically, but it's Costco pizza. If we didn't include it, I feel like we'd get yelled at, to be honest with you. We've got cheese and pepperoni, the only two they offer. Starting with cheese, bada bing, bada boom,
Oh, yeah.
Cheapest pizza in the video tastes identical to many of the pizzas we've had so far. But look at the ratio of cheese to bread. There is so much cheese on this.
Damn.
All right, pepperoni. You know what's funny? I can barely taste the pepperoni.
The pepperoni is super subtle.
As Andy Herndon would have put this,
Pretty unoffensive, right?
it's okay. The sauce isn't too sweet. It's undersalted though, not that flavorful. There's a lot of cheese, but it doesn't taste like much.
I mean, with overall experience, I'm paying $9.99 for one large
That's a
pie.
good point. It's a good point.
For the quality of that price, I'm giving this a B. B for bang for your buck.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. B.
Costco, I miss the Supreme. Bring it back.
Costco, good work. B tier. Moving on. Our next stop is Godfather's in Houston, Texas, but I'm not going back there unless I absolutely have to. So it's time to bring in the big guns.
Hi, I'm Maya. I'm the head of post-production for the channel, and I don't usually get out of my little cubby hole in front of my computer. Joke's on me because apparently it's about to rain, so let's hope this pizza's good. Today I'm gonna be trying the classic cheese on original crust. All right, cheers. I say this lovingly, but this reminds me of like your cafeteria school pizza from like a nostalgic point of view. It's pretty doughy. It's also very bready in my opinion. There's not as much of a like proportionate ratio of cheese, sauce, and dough. It's just not the pizza that I really would gravitate towards. I'll also be trying the classic combo on original, which features pepperoni, beef, sausage, onions, black olives, mushrooms, and mozzarella cheese. This is better than the classic cheese pizza, but only because there actually has like more toppings to it. There is no difference in terms of like crust or how the actual bread is cooked or baked. There are people who really like this type of pizza who would enjoy more of a bready type of bite. To me, it's more of a C-tier pizza.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I feel bad.
All right, we're at Papa Murphy's. When I came out with the pizza, my first thought was,
I've
wait
never
a minute,
had
this
Papa
isn't
Murphy's.
baked. It's a take and bake restaurant. I'd never heard of this before. I didn't even know this was a thing, but it's done $750 million. I guess we don't get to eat it now. We have to take it all the way home. This is a crazy concept. They literally didn't do any of the work. They're just like, here you go, yourself. There are baking instructions on this.
It's just a huge paper plate.
This can go in the oven. Leave the pizza on this tray. That's concerning. 12 to 18 minutes, and we'll see in a second. This better be good. This is DiGiorno's quality.
This
Right,
isn't
I like
DiGiorno.
DiGiorno.
This is the struggle.
Try the other one. Maybe this will redeem it for me. The toppings taste good because it's bacon and ranch. Of course it's gonna be good. But that's the only thing it has going for it.
Dough sucks.
This is the freshest dough we've had. We've proofed it here and then we baked it fresh. That should be the greatest dough that we've had all day. And it is by far the very worst dough I've had. It's under seasoned. It's got that like frozen DiGiorno's flavor. Like it just doesn't taste like fresh, good quality bread. It tastes like
not too much of
plasticky and I taste
DiGiorno's,
no yeast in it. I will say I like the crunch on the outside. That's kind of fun.
Chicken's whatever, ranch is okay.
I had high hopes for this, and I really wasn't expecting to dislike it as much as I do, but I would describe the flavor as almost Hot Pocket-like, which I guess if you like that, that's great. But this is a competition of who makes the best pizza, not who makes the Hot
not
Pocket.
good.
It's an F in my book. This is horrible.
It's an F.
That's
not
an
good
F.
at all.
I will never do this again. We're at Cece's Pizza.
Chi-Chi.
Yeah, he's been calling it Chi-Chi's Pizza.
Chi-Chi's.
Cheese pizza. This is clearly a frozen crust. It's very stiff, but not in a good
CC's
way.
pizza is not good eats.
It's not as bland as some that we've had.
Texturally, it's a nightmare. It's so soft, no crispness, but it is garlicky, which I like.
Yeah, this is called a zesty pepperoni. Instead of marinara, it's gonna
not
be
good.
ranch.
That's not
I don't
good.
taste the ranch at all.
It's also
CC's
supposed to
is
be brushed
never
with butter
good.
and Parmesan. I'm not
That's
getting any of
F.
that.
That's
It makes sense that they have
CC's
an
is
all-you-can-eat buffet because it's the only way that they can get rid of the food. No one actually wants to buy it, so as long as you can just
CC's
keep
is
eating it for a
F-tier.
small
CC's
price,
is
at least they'll get
definitely
rid of their
F-tier.
ingredients.
Look at the box. What did it say here? The best pizza value anywhere. Tell that to Costco.
They know their product is so that they won't even say the best pizza. They just say the best pizza value. We'll give this to you, the cheapest mother you'll get. This is a solid D for me.
Not an F, but a D.
It's
It'll be
edging
F.
the F though. So we're at Sbarro, the original New York pizza. I think a lot of people would be really unhappy about that statement because that's not what this is. It's not New York pizza. But second off, they filed for bankruptcy. Thankfully, they're on a positive upswing today at a gas station next to a jail. But I'm not judging Sbarro by that. I don't judge a book by its cover. I judge it by its taste.
It starts off with a funk, like almost like someone chewed it and spit in your mouth. Like throw up
Why did
almost.
you say that to me?
That's just my opinion.
That's just bad. It's got chew, but it's not a good chew. It's like a rubber band chew. And there was no salt present, period. The Supreme version, I guess? You know, this is like bringing down the energy.
You know what's worse than no flavor? Bad flavor. That's what this has. At least you could fix no flavor. I don't think you can fix this. Honestly, I think it's an F.
It's an F, but we're not finished. We still have a few to go, including two of the biggest in the country. Moving off. All right, Pizza Hut, listen, they say no one can out Pizza the Hut, but in my opinion, everyone has out Pizza the Hut, including me. Remember that time you commented on my post and you said, we have your location, Joshua? Well, you never pulled up because you're a bunch of cheese pizza from Pizza Hut. You know, if I was doing $5.5 billion in revenue just selling pizza, I also wouldn't give a shit about my product because that is not good.
I usually chew my food. That was like 3 bites and it just disappeared.
It's got a
Pizza
crunch,
Hut's
but the
F-tier.
inside's just
Pizza
no
Hut's
chew.
F-tier
Now we're on to
too.
their most popular
That's not
pizza, the
good.
stuffed crust pepperoni. You know, funny enough, this is better only because it's got so much cheese.
It tastes exactly how it did back then, so they're consistent.
Pizza should have like a chewy, stretchy, nice toothsome texture to it with some crispiness on it. This has very little crispiness, very bready, like Wonder Bread, almost cake-like.
And the crust is pretty bland.
I know I'm talking a little bit of mess here, but neither of these pizzas taste bad. They're just not pizza. And this is on the lower end of what a pizza should be. Sure, it tastes good.
F-tier.
Of course I
Please
could
give
eat this
it
pizza,
F-tier.
especially if I was intoxicated. The pepperonis are good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I think the best thing about this one is the pepperonis.
Pepperonis are good. I mean, that's it. This is the exact kind of pizza that Italians look at America and laugh at us for. I'm just gonna rate it. It's a C tier.
It's below mid, so I'm gonna give this one a D.
Oh, I forgot there's D tier. I meant to say D. Ultimately, this boils down to a D tier. Moving on.
Yeah.
We're at Chuck E. Cheese, and I am shocked. This is right underneath sales of Blaze Pizza, and as a delivery service, over $300 million in sales is crazy.
Who wakes up and goes, oh, you know what? I'm craving pizza. Who wants to order Chuck E. Cheese?
I'm afraid to eat this because it's coming from the general vicinity of a bunch of children that are touching all these knobs, and I just feel like the people that work there are touching all the stuff that the kids are touching. We're gonna eat it anyway. If I get a stomach virus from this, I'm gonna be really pissed off.
It's gonna taste like ball pit.
This tastes like almost nothing.
I was gonna say, this is the closest to carb I've ever eaten.
The sauce is there texturally, but the flavor isn't. The cheese is there texturally, but the flavor is barely there, and the dough tastes like nothing. Normally we'd expect like a sweet sauce or something like that, especially since there's kids, except the sauce is sort of just not
I think
there.
it might be just tomato paste.
Honestly, I think tomato paste would be more flavorful than this.
Yeah.
This is probably gonna taste better. 5 meat because it has 5 meats on it to help carry what is not there. Would you look at that? It tastes like bacon, ham, and pepperoni, which tastes good, but the pizza itself does not.
After like the 5th chew, it all disappears.
Yeah. Out of all the pizzas that we've had today, I'm gonna give this one a solid fat F.
It's an F.
I mean, it's Chuck E. Cheese. Moving on. All right, we're at Mod Pizza, basically the Chipotle of pizza in a way, right? This is one of the better looking mods, but I got one issue. We ordered this in a timely manner, and it is ice cold. At least it's not sweet. I appreciate that. I don't like the crust at all. If you took a thicker tortilla, it's a little too early.
Oh.
Check this out. State Farm was charging me $179 for auto insurance per month. No, thank you. I have this.
Early.
Well, look at that. It's like a cracker.
But it is thin. This is resistance,
I
but it
feel
melts
myself
like a
getting
nice
sleepy.
steak. Crisp.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel myself getting sleepy, so I'm gonna give my two cents, and then you know what I'm saying. So boom, like I feel like to me, thin crust is the way to go for most places because thin crust usually comes as an option for season, definitely seasons for the packets. But otherwise, good eats. That chicken Big Mac gave me the itis. Oh, I'm about to sleep good. But yeah, man, please make sure you like and subscribe. Put your notification bells on. Follow me on my socials and my description. I'm trying to get to 100K. I need to see 100-000, and it will. I'm locking in. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm able. I'm locking in. Do what I gotta do. Y'all be easy, all right? Here.